Objects can tell stories through the approach we analyze them with. By asking questions about our objects through the Marxist approach, we can tell the story of our objects from before they were made to when we received them. This is the history of the making of our objects. Jesse's object is a crucifix. It was cast from his grandfather's necklace from the Vatican. He knows that his necklace is made of high-quality 24-karat gold. We know that to get to how it is now, the gold had to be mined and refined. However, we don't know where the gold came from, who mined it, who refined it, or when they did. This raises ethical questions on the production of the gold itself. However, we do know where it was manufactured. Jesse knows that it was custom made and inscribed by a jeweler in Florida. Because of this, it is likely he or she was probably well paid and not in danger while producing it. Eric's object is a cast statue of the Hindu god Nataraja, which he bought in London. Eric knows that the statue is made of cast copper or bronze. Like Jesse's necklace, we don't know the story of the material itself. Since the statue was in an antique store and shows signs of rust, it probably means that it's relatively old. If the object is old, the way the material was mined and refined was not as safe as now. We also don't know the specifics in the making of the statue. However, Eric knows where he bought his object, an antique store on Portobello Road in London. Eric said that the store was filled with various similar antiques. This raises into question if the store was even operating legally, since there was no accountability on the products being sold there. Xavier's object is an earring his ex-girlfriend bought him at Neiman Marcus in Bellevue, Washington. Unlike Jesse and Eric's objects, Xavier knows where the material in his object is from. Xavier knows that this earring was made from recycled aluminum by Chanel. It was manufactured into the earring by Chanel too. Xavier's earring was made in France, where Chanel is located. France has high standards for workers' rights because it's in the European Union. We can then safely assume that the earring was made ethically. However, we do not know what the aluminum was recycled from, or where the aluminum was first mined and refined. By comparing our objects, we can see that the places where the material in our objects are made are not always clear. This is especially true with the material from Jesse and Eric's objects. Since we cannot connect with the people who made our objects, they produce alienation. Alienation is when the worker and the objects are disconnected once it reaches the consumer. Our objects produce alienation as the worker who produced the material for our objects are not known. They produce them from wage labor, as our objects are not an expression of their essence. Is this ethically bad? That is up to your own beliefs, but a Marxist would argue that it is.